Finally!
Whoa. None of that. Absolutely none of that.
And this is how this is gonna work.
It's gonna work fine. It's gonna be fine. That'll do. That'll do. Welcome to our... Told you that thing wasn't gonna hold still.
Oh god.
Told you it wasn't gonna hold still.
It is the perfect evaluation. It's a perfect way to set up how this shit's gonna run because there's nothing guaranteed and it's probably gonna go off the rails a few times. Hands free? Hands free?
Hands free. Hands free. Look.
Alright. Alright.
This is gonna go downhill fast. I have a feeling.
Maybe, but fuck it. Why not? Okay, so for the lucky few of you who might actually know about my channel, very few.
Like 15 max?
Oh, 15 would be a blessing. There's nobody here. Well,
Yet.
Optimism. So I guess if I can't do that, I guess I'll go ahead and do it the way I did it before.
Which is...
Well, I don't know. I'm curious. Do I want to start off on a new foot or no? Because, I mean, there was something I was doing before.
I mean, this is your channel.
This is my channel for now.
So...
Well, then in that case, hello YouTube! Yes, baby, it's back. I am the Duke of Danger, the Deacon of DDTs, the Dark Lord. Dang, you have not seen my channel at all. Yeah.
Sorry, y'all gonna have to excuse me, but the Deacon of DDTs.
I changed it up so much. I never came with anything solid. I think it was the
Devon Dudley is turning over on a table as we speak. He's not turning over in his grave, thank God. But he is turning over in a table as we speak.
So, okay, with 2 minutes of bullshit, are we done with?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Damon K, and this is my boy,
Tyler, a.k.a. T-Money. Y'all want to look me up? T-Money 409713.
Enough!
I got this.
Do you really?
I hope so.
You hope so, yeah. We gonna progress slowly, so... I guess since this is my first time back on YouTube in a long time, I guess I'm not going to give a reason for why I've been gone. I just haven't been feeling it. But now I have that spark of motivation, which is actually the core of why we are going to record today. You see, ladies and gentlemen, few people know this, but my favorite wrestler of all time is Matt Hardy.
You were going to say Trish Stratus.
Why would I say Trish Stratus? I hated Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus, bro.
Dude, I did not care for
Come on, Trish Stratus.
I didn't care for Trish Stratus.
The Tigo Bitties?
I did not care for Trish Stratus. I did not. It's funny because I'm a fucking pervert now, but
you guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
He might not, but you guys do.
Okay, whatever. You want some TNA, you should have watched TNA.
The Puppies.
Oh my god. Shout out to the king.
Shout out to the king.
But getting back to it, yes, my favorite wrestler of all time, who I honestly would say would be the most consistent, the one person who I love to watch, was Matt Hardy.
Because he's delightful!
Funny because I actually liked Matt Hardy before then, way before then. Like
V version 1? Or
like pre-V1, he was just with the Hardy Boys.
Not the one with Matt Moore, right?
Before that. I was an MFer before Matt Moore was an MFer.
Wow.
Right? I know it's strange, but he appealed to me. I wasn't a Jeff fan. I was a Matt fan. I don't know what I think it's because he was I don't know.
Because he was like the basic one of the group, and
I'm not gonna say that, but in truth, he was the power. He was the power of the duo. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he was cock strong, but at his core, when it came down to the tag team division, he was by all definitions the muscle of the group. Jeff was the quick, agile one. That's how it operated.
Yeah, but also Jeff was the daredevil, where Matt was just. Okay, I'll possibly do a leg drop off the top rope, but that's about as crazy as I'm getting.
Maybe, but
not today, Satan.
Okay, but yeah, like I don't know. I think it was something about his personality that I just liked more than Jeff.
He didn't really say much. He didn't
say much, but I don't know. It was something that pulled me to him. Then when you realize that Matt gets himself over. Matt gets himself over. And let's be honest. The man had a knack for it. He was an artiste at it. And then one day, when? How did he get to follow that head?
Look, Jeff Hardy. Mm-hmm. Jeff Hardy. Mm-hmm. The charismatic enigma. Charismatic. Enigma. Face painted, head banging, doing all this and those and everything else. Matt Hardy was more special?
I sensed it. And it wasn't until he left the WWE, and like I said, even when he went to TNA, like, we saw what he can do, because he could still, you know, he was a main eventer, no lie. He was carrying for some time. Even if it was in the dark days, he still did his thing, but...
Very dark days.
RIP to TNA. / Anthem. / Impact.
/ Jeff Jarrett's career.
No, actually, dude.
No, period at the end. Jeff Jarrett's not in there.
He's not in there, but guess what? He still made Global Force Wrestling, and Global Force Wrestling, like, in my honest opinion, Jeff Jarrett is the genius that Vince wishes he was. Listen, no.
Who's the billionaire?
See, okay.
Who's the billionaire?
It's Vince.
Who has the better talent? Who took Jeff Jarrett's talent?
Okay, touche. But then again, everything with TNA went to basically was on the decline after Jarrett left.
Jeff Jarrett got out when the getting out was good.
No, they dropped. He did, and you know what? It was whenever that dumb cunt Dixie Carter had her daddy buy a wrestling company.
Whoa!
Fuck that cunt. Fuck.
Sorry, Dixie. You're fine as fuck to me. All right, straight up. I don't care.
The money. You a hoe.
No, I don't want the money. She is Dixie.
Oh, she's a hoe. Okay, let's get back to the topic. So, Matt went to TNA. We saw that he was a main eventer. He had the company on his back to this day. But then came the feud. That feud as old as time, brother against brother, Cain versus Abel, where Jeff broke Matt Hardy.
No, Brother Nero. Because let's face it, Brother Nero sounds a lot cooler than Jeff Hardy.
It does. But we gotta go with everything that goes along with Jeff Hardy. I know. But like I'm saying,
comparing apples to oranges at this point.
But as anyone who knows that watches wrestling currently, Matt Hardy is woken. Now I'm gonna be like a lot of people. They were skeptical of the broken gimmick. They thought it was the dumbest thing in the world, except me, because when I first saw it, when I saw him actually finally complete the transformation, after he was granted his powers by the 7 deities, it was obvious that this man found magic. I mean, you think about it. Matt Hardy in 2016 at TNA basically took the wrestling world by storm.
I'm just waiting for you to get to the good part, and that is his opponent. The Eater of Worlds.
And JoJo.
R.I.P. to your marriage. That was too soon, bro.
Fucking no. It is perfect. So yeah. So we're gonna have woken Matt Hardy, although he will forever be broken to me, versus Bray Wyatt.
That's gonna be...
Basically,
I've let you talk.
Oh, go ahead.
My boy Bray. The innovator of speech. This man has been the most articulate wrestler or sports entertainer.
WWE, you know what the fuck you get.
In the WWE or in wrestling, if you ask me, for quite some time. Even though creative and, you know, all those other things aren't allowing Bray to reach his full potential, there is still this glass ceiling that he's going to inevitably break and cave in that motherfucker. He's going to go through it like a bat out of hell. Mark my words. Also, he brought along Braun Strowman. So, that's another reason why I love him.
Got strong, baby.
That boy. That boy right there, man.
Hit the face. You hear the face? That's how he does it. Yeah, that's how he looks in the fucking game.
I mean, he, what is it? What is his little Tinder thing? He eats steaks and
lifts weights?
Like, come on, man.
Bruh, okay, first of all, that's like...
You're a happy little Braun in that picture.
But fucking that's like every big
By
bodybuilder.
the way, if y'all haven't seen it, look up that page. Look at that Tinder profile. Hilarious.
You do realize that NXT stole that and gave it to fucking Heavy Machinery.
Which one?
Just eating steaks and lifting weights. Because that's all the fuck they say now. That's what they're all about. It's a fucking movement from Tinder.
Oh,
that is
man.
that is
Look
how
at Tinder working miracles again.
that is how unpolarizing WWE is, where basically wrestlers' Tinder profiles are changing the game.
I mean, that actually says they're polarizing. If you ask me. Anyways, let's get on to
Bray
the
versus
real meat and potatoes of why we are here. Why we are here. And that is the war of words and the subsequent probably
the deletion of the world leader.
No, absolutely not. I was actually going to say it's probably going to be a subpar match.
Subpar?
Subpar. Matt Hardy's in his late 30s or early 40s. Bray Wyatt has not had a high-profile match in almost a year. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Other than the fact that the Elimination Chamber, I had no idea they were going to do that.
Oh, what?
I had no idea they were going to put the belt on Bray. Just to take it off of him.
In a month's time.
No, it wasn't even. Was it a month?
It was roughly a month's time. Yo, WWE.
Please get y'all shit together.
Please do, because you are destroying...
You're destroying so many goddamn good characters, it's not even funny.
I don't understand why you're doing this to Bray.
You put fucking... God help
Jinder
me.
Mahal.
Jinder goddamn Mahal as champ. 3MB!
Yo.
No. Heath Slater has more charisma than this guy.
But he's
got kids!
That's why he's going to win a world title.
Exactly.
So that way everybody in 3MB has been the leader of some show.
Hey,
he's going to win the Universal title, bro.
If he beats Brock Lesnar...
Yo, McIntyre has the NXT championship.
Jinder does not have...
Jinder had... Oh, no. McIntyre had the NXT championship. Jinder had the WWE championship. You know, the one that for the champion represents the company. And now, now to complete the prophecy
of the 3MB movement...
He has to win the Universal title,
That's
bro.
fucking disgusting. Let's not even talk about this.
I'm gonna make it happen on 2K18. Just to spite you. Oh, it feels so good.
I hate you. For everything you're worth, I hate you.
I ain't worth shit. That's why I only got 13 followers.
I'll add you on here, so it makes it 14. But yeah, I mean, goddamn.
Right?
Goddamn.
Right?
It's gonna be a subsequent. It's not even gonna be a main match.
It's probably mid-card.
It's gonna be mid-card all the way. And how are they gonna do this? I mean, they're fighting over TV time right now on a segment. Literally bouncing back and forth. I mean, they look ridiculous.
But here's the thing: did you not feel that pop?
I felt the pop.
You felt it universally.
That pop was dare I say
that was the best.
Dare I say glorious?
No, we will not bring Bobby Roode into this.
Hey, Bobby Roode, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. That shit.
You see, because
you little Ric Flair looking motherfucker.
Oh, no. Ric Flair looking, Triple H performing motherfucker.
And you're built like Batista.
Holy shit, now all he...
Oh my god, all you need now is a fucking quick finisher out of nowhere.
And he is the new...
And that is... Whoa. He has the glorious DDT. He can perform that out of nowhere.
He can.
You are Evolution, sir. Keep fucking doing what you're doing.
Alright, cool.
I love it.
Cool. He's Evolution manifested.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you think it's gonna be a subpar match? You think it's just gonna be what, a B?
I think it's gonna be on a B show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna fizzle out within a month or two, and then they're not gonna know what the fuck to do with Matt Hardy because they will not give Matt Hardy full reign over his character.
But here's the thing: why do you think he's back in the WWE? Matt Hardy would not be back in the WWE if not for broken Matt Hardy.
Money talks and bullshit ass TNA walks.
Okay, but cool. But guess what? You know why they're in the toilet? If they would have had broken Matt Hardy, they would have had a sliver of a chance to actually perform better. I promise you. TNA was dying so hard before Broken Matt Hardy came. He brought new life into TNA to a degree that, that got them enough buzz to get pulled by Anthem. $2 million for majority of their stock shares. That saved them on an unprecedented degree. That kept them alive for another year.
And what did they do to repay them?
Oh yeah, they didn't. They didn't want to pay him.
Oh shit, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, again, money talks, bullshit ass TNA walks. Mm-hmm. And I mean, look, let's face facts. Had he done this 5 years sooner,
it wouldn't have worked.
Why? He wasn't. I mean, granted, he wouldn't have had free reign or control or anything.
That's the
like
problem. The reason why Broken Matt Hardy is so good is because they let Matt do whatever he wanted, and because he did what he wanted, he took a big risk. But when Matt Hardy takes risks, it capitalized for him. He got a decent following with the MF.
That's
true.
Right.
Then the Edge Elite thing happened.
That was the best thing that ever happened to him, if you ask me.
That was the best thing before, and they wouldn't just let him go.
And I mean, that's ridiculous. That's how fucked up the WWE is. Oh, your personal life is falling apart? Let's capitalize and make some money.
No, but the only reason... No. They capitalized and made some money because Matt Hardy, in all his magnificence, was able to get his online following on early days YouTube, mind you, to get the WWE not only to hire him back, but put him in one of the high-profile matches, or storylines, I'd rather say, storylines of all time. You tell me how popular that storyline is.
Which one?
Him and Edge.
That's because it was personal.
Yes,
it was personal.
Yes.
This was really happening.
Yes.
And then on top of all of that, they made Matt Hardy lose.
Matt Hardy's underdog.
And then they put Edge in the main event picture for the rest of his career.
He was going to be in the main event anyway.
He was that mid-card star. He was like your Dolph Ziggler of 2012. He was right there teetering.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You know me, people. Let me explain something. As much as I love wrestling, and I love wrestling, I fell out of love with wrestling really quick whenever it was ruined for me. I'm not going to go into detail about it now, but it was ruined for me. So I'd say around my 7th grade, 2007 was the last time I really watched it.
Don't worry, guys. I was actually watching when he wasn't. And let me tell you, if you don't already know, that was some straight bullshit. If I was Matt Hardy, I'd tell them they can go fuck themselves with that contract.
But they fired him, though. They fired him before the storyline happened. They fired him
before the storyline. They brought his ass back.
Because of
They let him lose in high-profile matches with the guy that was literally cheating on him, or cheating on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then on top of all of that, they fired his ass again.
That was his own fault, though.
But come on.
Hey, bro.
I understand.
Yo.
But they should have never capitalized on this man's tragic events. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. He low-key wanted it to happen, especially after being fired, because to guarantee himself a paycheck, he needed something to really.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I can, motherfucker. You know me. I'm a ball of different personalities. Look, I'm sorry I can't be all cool and swagged out like you, motherfucker. Look at you with your nice ass jacket.
This is a nice jacket.
That is a very nice jacket. I actually like it so much.
Look at that. Look at this. Watch this.
Look, I never had a jacket that I had that. You look at that. You got everybody. Hey, my cat hates me now. She just bit me.
Yeah, I saw that.
But anyway, you know, bro, I'm too much sometimes. I'm too bad for myself. But
besides all that, there are some developing news throughout sports entertainment
and professional wrestling world. When we're talking about WWE, it's sports fucking entertainment. Got a problem? Fight me on 2K18.
Look, this isn't professional wrestling. This is sports entertainment. And this has to deal with arguably the biggest draw in UFC history, and that being the one and only Ronda Rousey is working out the final bit of the contracts for the WWE. This is huge, man. Oh, definitely. I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew something was gonna happen whenever I started seeing her at the Mae Young Classic. She popped up, and of course, it was because her girl was in the tournament. Yeah, one of the UFC
Four Horsewomen. I can't remember her name. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
But I mean, this is, and the only thing that's bothering me is, are they gonna fuck this up? Okay, because creative usually does. I'm blaming all of you. If I ever meet y'all personally, I'm gonna motherfuck y'all up one way and down another.
Stump a mole hole in your ass, then walk it off so you can dry.
Yeah. But what I would love, is to see in this corner Ronda Rousey, in that corner Asuka. Could you imagine the degree of awesomeness that would be? 2 submission specialists, 2 people that will literally throw themselves at each other until one of them cannot move anymore. I mean, that's just...
Here's a question. How are they going to proceed with Rousey? Because they've been saying for years she's going to come through. When she made that appearance at WrestleMania...
31?
Yeah, 31. That's when everybody thought she was going to come in, but it still didn't happen. Honestly, I would say... I don't know, because I'm at a standstill. I don't want her to go to NXT because I feel like she is too high profile for it. But at the same time, I feel she needs to work and training for it. But
I feel like that's why she's been gone for over a year in professional MMA. She needs some time to take off after that Amanda Nunes beating that she took, because that girl, oof. Anyways, And you know, now she's gathered her thoughts. She knows what she wants. She knows what she can make. She knows the money she's worth and everything else. And now it's just like, okay, well, I mean, hell, I've done amateur wrestling for quite a while, like
judo master,
i.e. Kurt Angle type stuff. And you know,
speaking of, we're gonna talk about that too. But move on.
Yeah, and I mean, you put all these things together. I mean, that's just.
It's basically the classic recipe for a superstar.
David versus Goliath type of moment with Ronda and Asuka.
But it doesn't have to be David versus Goliath like that. That more like I remember the times where you being a professional athlete in combat sports of any time, be that Greco-Roman wrestling, judo, most martial arts, fucking even MMA, boxing to a degree. That gets you into WWE almost certainly, and you are more or less gonna have a pretty good career.
Ken Shamrock,
damn good.
I mean, Mike Tyson was there for WrestleMania. What was it, 14?
And let's be honest, if he actually wanted to go ahead and become a wrestler,
oh fuck no, I would not want to be the guy trying to wrestle him.
Right? Because he's gonna fucking
nope.
But at the same time,
what if his finisher was an ear bite?
Oh, that's fucked up. Hey, I wonder, can he hear?
The mandible ear.
I'm curious. Do you think he can still hear out of that ear? Or does he have like the phantom twitch?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You ever think that from time to time he wants to clean his ear? Can he clean it?
Do you think he wears like half an earmuff?
Oh my god, we're going to hell.
I'm just saying, that'd be glorious. I know you hate me. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, you got amateur wrestlers, you got people like Brock Lesnar.
And then you had Charlie Haas, fucking Shelton Benjamin.
Kurt Angle.
Jason Jordan now, as well as Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, yes.
And
the Singlet Squad. That's what I call them.
The Singlet Squad.
The Singlet Squad.
Oh, Lord. But, like I said, bro, I can see her having a very promising career.
Now, is it going to be a one-off thing? Is it going to be just WrestleMania only? And
no.
Then, okay, well, I'm done.
I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, what was the money she was making with the UFC?
Probably a couple million.
And that'll be on sporadic appearances?
Yeah, I mean,
so I'd say
maybe 2-3 times a year.
But here's my thing, though. How do you work that with Rousey now? Because I mean, her stock is. We're gonna. You know how I am with the WB, and I talk about wrestler stocks or superstar stocks. Yeah, Ronda Rousey stock has dropped
considerably. Yes.
And I don't know if she.
And, I mean, you got to think about it, man. When she was on the top of the goddamn planet.
Honestly, I would have made the jump after the first loss. And that could have had some people roll some eyes at the same time. That could have gave her time to get it right. I think that when it came to her next fight, or next, what was it, 1 or 2 fights after what she had after that, after the first loss?
She had one more.
She had one more. Yeah, there was too much pressure on her to try and keep up with it. It's sad, but that's the nature of combat sports. And honestly, it's weird because me and UFC, I know of it. I hear some things. I've seen a few things, but I've never gotten into it. But from where I'm at, everybody pegged her out to be this badass and just fuck people up. But
I mean, you haven't seen what she did to people like Kat Zingano. You didn't see what she did to Misha Tate. You know, that poor girl got fucked up on both times. Kat Zingano, same thing, got fucked up. I mean, she was literally rolling through these girls like they were nothing, and then she got full of herself.
Hollywood came a knock, and she thought she was untouchable until
she got touched by that left kick by Holly Holm.
Basically, she thought she was Billy Badass until she met Billy Badass.
Well, no, because then Billy Badass got choked out in her very next fight against Misha Tate, who, ironically enough, lost to Ronda Rousey twice.
So is it like that magical triangle of who beats who?
No, because the crazy thing about with MMA, and we'll get back to WWE here in a second, is
there's no purpose to this whole thing. Literally, we don't even know what we're gonna do. We just know that we're gonna just start talking the good shit. So
yeah, basically, the thing with MMA is you can never truly predict anything.
Right.
I mean, it's not. You can assume.
Mm-hmm.
You can assume that John Jones is gonna walk into the ring and just demolish somebody. But what happens if he gets clipped? You know, what happens if DC actually hits him? You know, what happens if this happened or that happened? Or maybe his training regimen, maybe he's injured. Maybe you can never predict these things.
The beautiful thing that used to be about wrestling until one Vincent Kennedy man decided, hey.
No, 90s wrestling.
No.
We had no idea who the higher power was. We had no idea that the Austin versus McMahon angle was the best angle in professional wrestling, arguably of all time, but I'll save that one for the NWO. NWO was the best, was Hulk Hogan being the third member.
Okay.
That was the biggest swerve of all the swerves.
I'm gonna be honest, you got me. You are so right. Like, let's be honest, because it's Golden Boy Hulk Hogan, who basically was setting up the blueprint for how you run a superstar babyface.
He was the blueprint.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
sorry to Bruno Sammartino and all them,
but
all the classic guys.
But let's be honest, there was a lack of personality, and that's the thing. Because like for guys of old, it was personality that made the real legends. Fucking Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, Gorgeous George, like let's be honest. At the end of the day,
Randy Savage.
But hold on, no. I'm talking about WWF stars.
Oh, okay. You're talking way.
That's what I'm saying. When you bring up Bruno Sammartino, I'm talking about like Sammartino himself, as a personality, he was nothing more than your basic,
He's just your basic strongman.
Right, and that's whenever the business was business.
Yeah.
And I hate that I'm gonna have to come off as a smart, as they would say, but that's how it operates. Like, honestly, I wish
they never revealed kayfabe to us.
AKA Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
If they would have never did that, if they would have never let the cat out of the bag.
If we could still view wrestling as a sport, or at the very least, we could I'm not gonna say it's a problem with wrestling having been brought out as being scripted so much as. Because people assumed that for the longest time, but nobody knew how it worked. Mm-hmm. That was the real magic.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And now you have, smartphones that can record everything. You have, people that are taking pictures of the scripts and leaking them. And, you got all sorts of other bullshit.
I mean, I'm not going to say...
And I'm not going to say that I'm not happy that I found out how. Because I'm going to be honest. Part of me was really, really happy to find out how it finally worked. But once I found out how it worked, and I really could... watch the show and be like, oh, that's about to happen. This is about to happen. Oh, they're saying that, oh, nobody's going to touch me, so somebody's going to come out and touch them. All these different things, and it's just it sucks now.
It's you want to know something amazing? That has the opposite effect on me. Like I said, 2007, I stopped watching wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling because without knowing how the business actually worked, was predicting Monday Night Raw. At that point, I stopped watching SmackDown because I forgot what channel SmackDown came on.
That's fucking embarrassing.
Dude,
it's Channel 4, dude.
I know, but again, I'm black and I literally used to watch fucking SmackDown on TV before they had cable.
You hear that, guys? I'm black, so I should just know.
No. That's because UPN. If you're black,
yes.
you watch UPN.
Shout out to UPN. Rest in peace.
R.I.P., bro. The real BET.
If I had a 40, I'd pour it out for you guys. And Kermit.
Why Kermit?
Remember the frog? I always thought he was Kermit. Remember the frog on UPN?
No, bro, that's WB. That's a whole different fucking thing.
My bad.
Oh, you
I always put two and two together,
fucking
man.
fail. Okay,
Hey,
but no.
whatever.
But yeah. So, and that's why I think I got, because I think Matt inevitably ended up on SmackDown, which is why how I learned how I watched him more. No, it's hard to, like I said, like I'm saying right now.
I mean, SmackDown, you had, back then,
Oh, Guerrero, Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. Actually, Benoit and Guerrero were dead by then.
Not when I was watching. Not when I watched. Like I said,
2007?
No. I'm talking. Well, when I'm talking about UP, I'm talking about early. Like what got me into it.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking early, like early fucking SmackDown.
You're talking about JBL and you're talking about Rey Mysterio.
That was around my last run with
Booker T.
Yeah.
Booker T was on Raw at the time. He was a King Booker.
Okay, that's no, because he didn't get that until like what 08. So it wasn't later until the 2010s when he became King Booker.
Oh god damn, that was such a terrible time.
Yeah.
I hated that guy so much.
But at the same time, it kind of brought him back to the football. It really sucks because I was a WCW guy as a kid. Well, at the very least, I'm not gonna say I was a WCW guy, but I recall WCW because my household was WCW. That's my truest introduction to wrestling. But I did not like watching wrestling until I would say I started watching SmackDown when I used to get babysit by my aunt. Mm-hmm. And you know the old fucking cable box, the old boxes where you didn't need cable or internet to watch something.
Yeah,
you can literally just put it on the channel. Yeah, so that's how I watch my wrestling. That's why I love SmackDown. That's what I still saw big stars.
I mean, you still saw Austin, or not Austin? You
saw The Rock. You saw Booker T. Triple H made some appearances early on. Kurt fucking Angle. You had Edge, Christian, Jericho. So back with SmackDown
was popping.
It's not even that it was popping, but SmackDown was literally just its own thing that had its own core following. Like you had your Raw guys and you had the SmackDown guys. And for me, SmackDown was just pure love. I think I just watched Raw out of nostalgia just because I figured it out and watched it, so I loved it. But at the same time, it was literally fleeting because I didn't enjoy it as much as SmackDown. And as I'm saying, I would predict matches, full matches I would call it time after time after time again the way it was gonna play out. That's what I fucking hate. That's when I was like, I can't do this because I can predict it too easily. That's how I learned that obviously it can't be real.
But let's be completely honest. Mm-hmm. There are some times where they swerve the shit out of us.
Sometimes, but I mean, that's what, 5% out of 100?
But when those 5% things happen...
Yes, it was magic, but...
It was fucking beautiful. The higher power angle, never in a million years.
Again,
I saw him on the Titantron, let's see who that person is right now.
Yeah, but...
And you're thinking, well, who could it be? Could it be this person? Could it be that person?
That's before my time, bro. I told you, SmackDown. SmackDown wasn't until 2000, yo.
I know, but I'm thinking.
You're thinking that's
the biggest swerves. I'm thinking swerve angles.
Oh, we're thinking big swerve angles.
Yeah, man. I mean, NWO, yes. The Austin angle, yes. I mean, Kane being unmasked, which was actually the day of or the day before my birthday. Fun fact.
Ooh.
And he was my favorite wrestler growing up. So I always put those two and two together when I was younger. I was like, oh, they did this just to put it on my birthday.
Ain't you a special little piggy?
I was a special little piggy. And, I mean, just all these different angles. I never thought they would take off Kane's mask. Ever. I always thought that he would do everything in his power to fight it and fight it and fight it until finally he could do no longer. But he did. And when he did and fucked up RVD and electrocuted Shane's nuts and all these other heinous things, was I like, wow.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had
you're okay?
Nah,
and then the whole
god damn.
Those rape coughs are getting you again.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to it.
The whole Katie Vick thing. Triple H, you're a real motherfucker.
I mean, I kind of would have pegged the Undertaker for doing that.
Why? Why the Undertaker? Undertaker wouldn't do. Plus, if
he was a fucking Undertaker. Why? What do Undertakers do?
I know what they do, but you wouldn't have done that, you sick bastard.
Hey,
you went through the whole.
Maybe they tag team Katie Vick.
Oh goddamn! They showed her what the Brothers of Destruction can really do.
Oh, I fucking love my life right now.
You're real sick. I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this and does not like that. That's all him. He's a sick bastard.
Rest in peace. Oh!
You just imitating how you would... Never mind.
He rolled his eyes in the back of his head.
No, we're not touching this. Not touching any of this bullshit. We're gonna sidestep all of this. But man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's more important right now in the WWE, Ronda or having a woken Matt Hardy. I mean, they're both.
It's woken Matt Hardy. It's literally woken. Like I said,
but you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it this way. I know you're saying woken because that's your guy.
No.
But hear me out. Ronda attracts a new level of audience. Ronda brings over UFC. That's a whole another entity.
Bruh, they said that about Brock.
And he did. He brought Ronda.
So when Brock came back, so many years ago, he was thinking down the line, hey, there's going to be a fantastic female UFC fighter.
Or maybe she saw the publicity, she saw the money, she saw how less he showed up compared to what they were doing, and getting paid more on top of that.
She probably would.
She was just like, well, fuck. He's not really getting hurt. He's making a shit more than we do. And on top of that, he's not doing as much. I'm in.
But can Ronda get away with doing the same thing?
I don't know. Star power's there already.
Okay.
You don't have to work up the talent. You don't have to book her any different. You don't have to do anything special to get her over. She is Ronda fucking Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
They are not going to change her name. They are not going to, anything.
But how many people in the wrestling crowd actually know who Ronda Rousey is?
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
If you're a fan of WWE and you're not a fan of UFC, there's something completely wrong with you. Well, we already know. You're just talking about Katie Vick getting raped.
How's the rape she's dead?
You're talking about
necrophilia.
You're talking about 2 7-footers tag teaming her. Then you just mimic. Never mind.
They have 5 and made an Eiffel Tower.
I hate you.
Hey, you want to know the best part about it?
No, I don't.
No gag reflex.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
I feel so good.
Ew.
Hey, man. Play Triple H.
What if... Never mind.
No. Go.
What if she, you know how you can... the corpses, their bodies lock?
Mm-hmm.
What if her jaw just locked? Shut.
Just out of the blue.
Just out of the blue, that was in there.
Oh, then that means she was alive, which means that she was just a dirty whore.
I hope you fall down the stairs and break every vertebrae in your back.
That sucks.
Anyways, this is really getting dark really, really fast, please.
Oh, I can make it dark.
No. We're trying to bring followers, not take them away. So, Jonte.
More thing.
Jonte.
More thing.
Jonte.
One more.
Jonte.
One.
Jonte.
Yes.
Stop.
One more. Paul Bear's in the corner watching. Okay, I'm done now.
God damn it, now I have to one up you. What if he's in there too and he's like, oh yeah. Alright, that's it. We're done. We're done. So, what was your reason for the whole woken thing to be the bigger draw in WWE right now?
Okay, basically, Matt Hardy as a single person was able to do the same thing the Bullet Club did in not only a shorter period of time, but also with only himself and his brother and 3 non-performers, because Rebby hasn't been in the ring in, I don't know, God knows how long. So the fact that Matt Hardy was able to not only make this outlandish gimmicks that shouldn't have worked, because there are so many of them that should have never worked. He got it to work. Secondly, he revved it all the way up to the max with the madness, which is going to be the best thing about it. We didn't talk about it. I'm going to talk about it after I go off the information. But he was able to make. He was able. It was like. It's like an alternate. It's like alternate. It's like alternate wrestling, like alternate sports entertainment. Because I have to be WWE now, to where it's like, okay, obviously they're still wrestlers in a degree, but they are not. They have stumbled into. They're going past hardcore. Well, hardcore literally did just stupid shit for no reason. Mm-hmm. This is just beyond that. I mean, we're talking magic. We're talking fucking psychic abilities. We're talking, bringing in spirits and putting them in the body of giraffes. Hashtag George Washington. And it still got over. It only got more popular. It got, and this is how I know it's still going to be. It's more important. Vince McMahon had to acknowledge it.
By doing what?
Why do you have the Hardys here? Mind you, he might have gotten away with just pulling Jeff. He has no real reason for Mac. And let's be honest, at this point, Jeff to them was not a commodity that wasn't necessarily worth bringing back. So again,
everybody's worth bringing back. Have you not seen all the people that have never were supposed to come back? Let's see. There's Bret Hart. There's Ultimate Warrior. There's Hulk Hogan. There's Kurt Angle. There's all these other people that were never supposed to.
So Bret Hart,
obviously.
Kurt Angle.
Yes.
And
Hulk Hogan.
First of all, you're talking about 3 stars.
Yeah.
3 stars.
Bret Hart, who had the Montreal screw job.
Okay, but first
who said that all those heinous things about the WWE, back then the WWF, about Vince McMahon, and all those other things. Then you had Hulk Hogan with the whole steroids allegation. You almost put him out of business.
Actually,
steroid allegation because he was also a fucking
explain the term.
He was up on the panel at the courtrooms. I can't remember. He was a witness.
He was speaking on behalf of McMahon. He didn't speak against him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It was against McMahon.
Yeah, absolutely. He tried to drive him out of business because everybody was on steroids and road raging and this, that, and the other. Hulk Hogan. That was in the 90s. Look it up.
I'm gonna have to. I will. Okay.
And then you had Ultimate Warrior, who obviously.
Okay, first of all, I think he can't. Like it was a necessity. It was because Hogan left that he called the Warrior back, right? If I remember correctly.
I don't remember. I wasn't watching wrestling back then.
I know, right? And then my history. I've been doing so much fucking history studying on wrestling. It's ridiculous. Okay,
you guys let us know. Why did Ultimate Warrior return after Hulk Hogan left?
Which time?
Which time? I don't know.
Okay, no. I got you. So first, so I'm sorry, I'm ignorant right now. So basically, after Hogan left, fuck you, and after Hogan left and fucking Warrior came back, that was only for like 3 months.
Yeah, but still, he had him come up. He had him come back. Okay, look, this is how ridiculous Hulk Hogan was in the WWF. Bret Hart versus Yokozuna at WrestleMania.
Oh my god, I know where you're going with this.
Where am I going, Jonte?
The ultimate back. The reason I fucking hate Hulk Hogan.
Well, then finish it if you know.
I'm gonna get down to the bare bones because I don't like talking about it. Basically, Hogan comes back, flexes his muscle, has Bret lose, just to pop back out for no fucking reason other than okay, this is a heel and he just beat our babyface champion. We can't go out with a babyface champion. So what are we gonna do?
Heel champion.
You're right, with a heel champion. So Hulk Hogan being the original
babyface to save all babyfaces.
No, the original unstoppable babyface.
Shout out to John Cena.
Super Cena. Came back to save the day so they can have a champion and also put another notch on his belt. The fact that I don't understand why anybody thought it would be a good idea. I don't understand why it is that, and if I remember correctly,
because it's a business, Jonte, and because they have a business mindset. It's not about just what the fans want. It's about what gives me the most money at the end of the night.
Yeah, and
if you were to tell me Yokozuna, who let's rest in peace first off, who isn't a top star, right? I'm talking about if you think of top guys of all time, Yokozuna will not hit your list at all. period at the end.
Okay.
Your top 10, your top 20, your top 30, your top 40
Okay.
will not hit it.
Okay.
But Hulk Hogan, he's not on my list. He's not on my list.
He's not on mine either.
And for a long time.
I don't acknowledge him.
But for different reasons. I'm looking at talent level and all this, that, and the other.
Same, and then also he really hurt the business with his actions. I don't like the selfishness of Hulk Hogan.
You're right, but that's another story for another day. But Hulk Hogan, he was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had fucking Mr. T came out to him with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one to ever do some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had all these huge... I mean, he was in movies.
Basically, he was
but,
pop culture. He was literally the pop culture of wrestling.
Yeah.
The face of wrestling.
Yeah.
I still don't like it, you know, but whatever.
It's the truth, though. You don't have to like it. You have to understand it, though.
I'm about to tell you every reason why everyone came back. One, it's Hulk fucking Hogan. So, much like an argument that I heard of some time ago, where you lie on the spectrum of when you liked Hulk Hogan depends on where you resided during the Monday Night Wars. Were you a WCW guy or were you a WWF guy? If you're a WCW guy, of course it's Hollywood. Hollywood changed the game, and he was a fucking heel. But if you are a WWF guy, you want Hulkamania, you want the Hulkster.
Incorrect. Incorrect, because I'm a WWF guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the fucking Hulkster. I hate the Hulkster.
Mm-hmm.
I want Hollywood Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
When he first came into the WWE as Hollywood Hulk Hogan with the NWO, the original members Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
So when did you start watching wrestling?
I started watching wrestling mid-90s.
Mid-90s?
Right before the Attitude Era.
Okay.
Like, probably Attitude Era, and then I started watching. I mean, I remember watching all of it. So I remember watching Godfather, who is my idol, by the way. Mm-hmm. If I ever get to meet you, man, that's going to be awesome.
Dude, we just got to go to Cheetah's in Vegas. That's the strip club. You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that. I'm going. Then, yeah.
No, do it.
The whole train. You're my idol, man. Anyways, you know, I remember watching him, Goldust, you know, Mr. S, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Kane, Undertaker, The Ministry of Darkness, the Corporate Ministry, the Brood, just all these different, I mean...
Gang Wars. You were there for Gang Wars.
Man.
Nation of Domination.
APA.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Dudley Boys run until about late 90s, early 2000s.
Right. But still,
Dudley.
So you were there at that magical sweet spot where you're watching everything develop.
You have no idea.
And I'm currently on a personal project where I'm going through to catch up so I can actually feel like I was a part of, you know, that whole experience.
I'm telling you, man, it's an experience not ever duplicated.
That's why I'm running myself through the wars, bro. Like, I think I'm right now, I'm in 97.
Yeah, that's when shit kicks off.
Oh, girl, I'm literally at the point where I'm literally right after Sean and Hunter were called Degenerates. D-Generation X is here, bro.
That's beautiful.
Oh, you don't.
You got the Austin era that's about to start too.
Oh, the first
the
shot.
Nation of Domination. I used to love D'Lo Brown.
Yo, but also, I'm watching the creation of The Rock. Also came in with the attitude.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, look, yeah, he also came in because under Paul Heyman's tutorage.
It wasn't tutorage. It was like Paul told him, just be yourself. Do whatever the fuck you want. And basically, you let the badass Texan be a badass Texan, airing all his fucking grievances. And guess what?
By the way, we're also from Houston, so we're not far from Victoria, Texas. So, yes, absolutely. And I mean, man, if you go back and you look at all...
And it's such a magical time because...
And don't get me wrong, WCW had their stars. WCW had...
No, the magic of
Eddie
WCW...
Guerrero, Chris Benoit, you know, Chris Jericho, Dave Malenko.
But here's the thing.
You know, you had all these good, solid fucking
diamonds
wrestlers.
diamonds in the rough. They were literally. It's like if you take all the mid carders, like,
But do you know what WWE did?
they gave them a chance that WCW didn't do.
You take the coal and you squeeze it into the diamonds that they became. Except Chris Benoit. You just throw that one away. But the rest of them.
Come on, bro. You know that hurts me.
The rest of them.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. No. I'm tired of this. I am fucking tired of this. Look, I am a Benoit fan.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I was too. Don't get me wrong.
Fuck the was. I still am. Look,
I cannot be a fan of a man that does stuff the way he did things.
But, god damn it, I can't even talk about it without sounding like I'm a fucking conservative. But let's be honest.
He is.
Fuck you. I'm not a conservative. I have some agreements, but I'm not a fucking conservative. But in this instant, I will be, because the man is a fucking legend. The man was great in the ring. What the fuck?
So do you condone what he did?
I don't condone what he did. At the same time, you talk about a man.
You talk about a man that in that squared circle was great. I will give you...
That man was God.
No, he was not, first and fucking foremost.
Oh my God, we're talking about... Okay, you know what?
We're going to go best friend from Fred's best friend. Chris Benoit or Eddie Guerrero? Who you got?
Chris Benoit.
You're a fucking liar.
I'm not.
Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero. Because Eddie Guerrero did it all.
True. Eddie did it all.
All. Cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Did it. Mm-hmm. Tag team. Did it. Mm-hmm. A main event star. Mm-hmm. Did it. Mid-card star. Did it. Mm-hmm. Mid-carder. Did it. Mm-hmm. Held every single championship you could think of that wasn't Divas, wasn't hardcore. But, I mean, you go through the list, he did it. And you know what?
Except he never had the ECW World Championship.
Okay.
He never had the Holy Trinity trifecta of having been WCW World Heavyweight Champion, ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
Chris Benoit was never WWE Champion.
Fuck you, sir.
So what are you trying to tell me right now?
He had a pre.
You know what he had? He had a hard on for killing people. That's what he had.
Well, he did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just gonna go past this whole Katie Vick thing, right? That's okay to talk about, right?
I'm not saying.
But when we talk about the actual murdering of wife and son, oh no. We're just gonna sweep that underneath the rug.
No, I'm not sweeping shit under the rug. Like I said, the man. Okay, guess what? I'm so mad you did that. But I gotta apologize for that. But no, the man murdered his wife. What happens with his soul and what he did, that's fine. But I cannot forget what I experienced beforehand.
Don't get me wrong. Chris Benoit, excellent wrestler. Excellent. Top 15 best wrestlers of all time. I said it. Fight me.
He hits my 10. He won't
hit my 10, ever.
Because you know me, I appreciate good technical wrestling.
Okay, but you gotta think of guys like Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H, Rock, Austin, Kurt Angle.
All right.
He's just not hitting that list, ever.
What the fuck?
Ever.
Okay, you're talking top 5.
Ever.
You're talking about top 5. I literally might mark him at my 9 or 10. And that's just off of his pure
Let's hear your 10. Let's hear your 10.
My 10.
You guys want to hear this?
My 10 not sequential order? No order.
No order. Please,
no order.
God, don't make me put an order.
Okay. Bret Hart.
Of course.
Of course, you're right, of course. The excellence of execution.
The excellence of bitching about everything. Continue.
Fucking hate you. Stone Cold.
Fair.
I'm gonna chunk the Rock in. He's upper. He's like above 5. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
I thought you were gonna say Ricky Steamboat.
I was, because like Flair and Steamboat.
I know
amazing matches, but
their matches are ahead of their time.
If we're talking about the biggest star, I'm gonna go with Rick, because Rick can get it done too. I already said Benoit.
Yeah.
Mysterio.
You put Mysterio in your top 10?
I put Mysterio in my top 10.
Oh, my heart.
Greatest cruiserweight of all time.
My heart.
He himself. Eddie
Guerrero's a better cruiserweight. Fight me, I said it.
You lucky I don't feel like getting kicked out of my apartment.
Continue.
Yeah, you know, now I gotta hop in Guerrero. I gotta hop in Guerrero.
Okay. You're still at 7. You still have 3 more.
I'm still at 7. 3 more. Because I'm still doing this shit in order. I already got Macho Man on there. Cause those just big motherfuckers for no reason. I got a Chunk Taker angle. It's so hard to really think. But I'm gonna go with Booker T to close it out.
Oof, God. Okay. So my top 10 goes a little something different. I have a lot of what you got. You know, I got Shawn Michaels, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker. I got Kurt Angle. I got Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar before UFC, he was that motherfucker. He was just woof.
Right.
A monster among men before that became a thing. Let's see.
Goldberg.
No, not gonna do Goldberg.
No,
but
I'm
I am gonna do Sting.
I
gonna do Sting.
I wouldn't even put the Stinger in my top 5. In my top 10.
I am gonna do
Ric
Ric Flair.
Of course.
Woo! And let's see. Who have I not?
I could already. I'm almost certain that there's a youngin who meets those criteria. You know, one of the world.
Oh! My boy, AJ Pinche. AJ Pinche Styles.
I forgot
AJ Pinche Styles.
I forgot AJ.
Yeah. Go ahead and take Chris Benoit off your list, buddy. Because you know you want to. You know you want to. You know you done fucked up, Ron. You know you done fucked up. Because there's also people like Finn Balor.
I'm dropping Mysterio. I'm gonna drop Mysterio for AJ.
What about Finn?
Love Finn, gotta love Finn, but he doesn't hit my
Finn,
top 10.
Finn hits me right here. That's where the good stuff is right there.
They don't treat him well enough for me to want to have Finn right now.
But Finn acknowledges it, and that makes it hilarious. They keep on pumping out the sugar daddy likes, and boy, oh boy, does Finn pump out that sugar.
Oh God, I realize you do understand.
No homo, because that's not it. Oof.
You do understand that as soon as I get you into New Japan, your list is gonna change a little bit.
No, because your list didn't change, and you're into New Japan.
True, but I haven't.
You're into Ring of Honor, and guess what? None of those guys were on Ring of Honor.
Well, keep in mind that I just got back into wrestling. What? Fucking WrestleMania 32.
That's when you really got back into it.
That's Reigns versus Triple H.
Yeah, you're poor thing.
Yeah. So trust me, I'm still new to this whole fucking thing. So I'm over there playing catch the fuck up with a lot of wrestling. I told you so.
But I've been here. I've held this bitch down.
You've held it down in the WWE. Now
Just WWE.
Now I gotta open your mind up, bro.
Here's the thing, with me, I'm a WWE guy through and through, and I hate it, but I love it at the same time because it's my childhood. It's what I grew up with. My company's still here. It's what I love. I'll let you have your moment. My competition was bought because we, as McMahons, we seized the opportunity and crushed the competition. I think that's how he said it. I'm not sure, but I think so. So, that being stated, it's hard to compare anybody else. Now, am I taking any away from New Japan? No. Kenny Omega holding it down. AJ Styles when he was there held it down. Okada held it down, or holding it down. You know,
Tanahashi. That's basically New Japan's John Cena.
Yeah. I mean, you go through it.
So basically, you're getting into New Japan. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You look at it on paper, marvelous. I mean, just beautiful.
Dude, they treat it like a sport, which it is, in my opinion. It is. You have to acknowledge it as a sport. But I can't with the WWE because time and time again they remind me how this is sports entertainment. And that is the ugliest term for me to hear in this business. About the business. Think about it. And like when you think about the fact that guys nowadays make less than their counterparts some decades ago.
You're right, but you also get more incentives, more bonuses, more things like that.
Maybe, but at the same time, you get a much harder and much more grueling schedule.
Of course. Oh,
I'm a firm because we'll say the territories. We'll say the territory conversation for the next video. I mean, I'm good to go. I can go. I'm like Ric Flair. I can do this all night.
I can do this.
Woo!
Just you can't do woos.
Fuck you.
Your woos are terrible.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to.
Can you do a better woo?
Woo!
Dun,
See? I did it so well. He had to do the damn theme song to go with it.
Fuck you.
That's how well mine was.
Well,
anyways,
whatever.
I mean, I don't know, man. All in all, I think this has been a huge progress for, WWE.
Right, they're opening up. They're
expanding the brand.
They're gonna try and take. That's where the fuck we dipped the fuck off at. We got so caught off and just talk about everything else. Now remember, the reason this is what's gonna happen with Matt and Bray, and they can only happen with Matt and Bray, and they are the only ones that can make this work. And you're gonna be so disgusted with what I'm gonna say.
Aren't I always?
House of Horror.
No.
Bruh.
No.
You saw.
No.
You saw the videos about broken Matt Hardy, right? You understand why it is the way it is.
Mm-mm.
You understand that the WWE attempted that same format and failed. You know why they failed? They didn't give Bray the right opponent, but you give him Matt Hardy. You can bring back that magic that was there so long ago when you had the Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah, but you know what's the difference between them?
What's the difference?
It was a fucking good storyline. It was built characters. It was arguably the best big man in the fucking world. I'm talking about all promotions, not just WWE. You give me a big man that's as graceful as The Undertaker in the ring, and I'll give you a liar. Go ahead, I'll wait.
A big man as graceful as The Undertaker?
There is no such thing.
No,
There is no such thing. Undertaker was the fucking man. Anyways, you give that. You give the storyline. You give the in-depth version of it, because there's so many different things about Kane and The Undertaker that nobody knew. Nobody knew he had a brother. Nobody knew that he killed his parents. Kayfabe killed his parents accidentally in a fire. And that's how Kane got all these powers, and Kane became Kane, and Undertaker became Undertaker. Like, nobody knew that.
But
what are you gonna build with this?
With Bray and okay,
like, how are you? You can't compare Kane and the Undertaker to Bray and Matt.
That's the thing. You don't compare it. This isn't an argument about comparison. This is an argument about how you make it work.
Okay.
Bray already has some of the powers, the teleportation. Only thing I say right now he lacks is probably the ability to make fire come out. Wow, I don't. What are all of Bray's powers?
He can't win a WWE title.
You mean he can't hold?
He can't hold a WWE title. Let's see. He can't ever really stay over with anybody because he keeps losing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Bray Wyatt fan.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
I was with him back with the Husky Harris days. When he was a tank with a Ferrari engine. Yeah. Good job, Michael Cole. I was with him then.
That wouldn't even work.
I was with him then. But I've become so sour with this whole Bray Wyatt situation that I don't even give a shit.
Which is why the House of Horror would finally work.
It won't. It won't.
Think about when it was the Wyatts versus the New Day at the Wyatt compound.
Wyatt's had a compound?
Yeah. This was back when they were feuding with SmackDown. And guess what? The only reason they did that was because of Broken Matt Hardy in the final deletion. Again, something so weird and outlandish. This man got a boat over. And not even like not a yacht.
It was a fucking rowboat.
Not something with a motor or basic. Skarsgård, bitch! Skarsgård.
How's that go again?
Skarsgård?
How'd you do it again?
Oh.
No. What'd you say?
Fucking. I can't remember what that
Skarsgård, bitch.
Skarsgård, bitch! We ought to put that on a t-shirt and sell it. But yeah. Yo, Skarsgård, like, this nigga got a lake over. A random ass lake. Almost a pond, even. The Lake of Rejuvenation! He brought back Hurricane.
Hurricane Helms?
You need to watch. Oh my god! You need to go back and watch the Broken Hearted saga so you can understand this magic.
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna have to do this.
You are.
I hate it.
Like there was Tag Team Apocalypto.
Didn't he? Wasn't the Rock and Roll Express came
Yes.
out? Jesus Christ!
Animal appeared.
Oh my god!
And how does all that sound? That sounds retarded, right? But Matt Hardy got it over. And that is the story of Matt Hardy. You give him an obstacle and he will go leaps and bounds over it. And this is why I say, if you let Matt Hardy work this whole thing and just go balls to the wall, it's gonna work.
But do you think that WWE creative or
no. Because Vince McMahon knows if he wants that broken Hardy money, keep in mind, Matt
wants that broken Hardy money.
You fucking right. Because think about it, Matt gave up. Because when he came back, he gave up the rights. He gave up having his own, merch to go to the WWE. They're not gonna sell Hardy merch unless they get Woken Hardy merch, which means you gotta do everything that broken Matt Hardy needs to succeed.
Fair enough.
And honestly, that's gonna pull your TNA crowd.
Well, of course. So you got, look, WWE's winning all the way around. You got UFC crowd with Ronda, TNA crowd with Broken or Woken Matt Hardy.
Then you still have your
all
New Japan pool
to WWE. Now,
he wants to keep that money.
Before we call it a night, we're just gonna touch on this just for a few minutes.
It's gonna turn 30, but go ahead.
Kenny Omega.
What you want to know?
Does he come to the WWE? Because his contract ends next month. If he's gonna get it now.
Let me see. Next month, post Wrestle Kingdom 12. That is a good question. And personally,
I'd love to see it.
Everybody would love to see it, but
Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles. Kenny Omega versus Shinsuke. Ooh.
I'm sorry, it doesn't have the same magic as Omega. I mean, look, like I said,
Kenny Omega versus Finn. You know what you should do? They should literally break it down like this. Okay, there's 5 of them. The top 5 guys right now, as far as my concern: AJ, Shinsuke, Finn, Samoa, and then you would have Kenny. I love what they bring to the table. I personally do. I think they're head and shoulders above all.
You literally just you just said all those are names that are like from outside the company, which is amazing.
It's true.
You're not gonna say Brock? Surprisingly?
Brock is when he's wrestling. Oh fuck, yeah.
But he's not here enough for it.
He's not here enough.
What about Braun?
Braun, once they properly get him over. And I think with
but
this
he
Triple
is
H,
over.
When he gets this Triple H feud and he beats Triple H, because Triple H isn't handing out any more L's. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He's now become the doormat for all the new talent to wipe their shoes on and then get in. So, that being stated,
I don't think they're gonna feud. Are they feuding? No.
Well, after that whole Survivor Series thing, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come back to it.
I mean, when the only time I might see it coming through is whenever fucking him and Angle go at it. Which
I don't want to see that.
I thought I did too, but
I don't want to see that.
No.
Kurt Angle is not the same as what he once was. He is the most. He looks like Ozzy Osbourne wrestling.
God. And it's crazy because he's younger than Triple H. Or
you know what? That's what happens when you have multiple broken necks. Key word in that sentence, not the broken necks. Multiple.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have to go back and check out some of his WCW stuff before you know it. Because
you got to go back to 2005, 2006 Kurt Angle.
Dude, I'm gonna get there.
The Wrestling Machine.
I'm gonna get there, bro.
The Wrestling Machine. Anybody that's watching this, if you don't know the Wrestling Machine Kurt Angle, you need to go. That's when it wasn't just the three eyes. It was just one solid eye. And that was intensity. There was no intelligence. Well, there was intelligence, and there was integrity. But intensity, that's all it was. He had a mouth guard. He
was not playing game. But, okay, but yeah, but I mean, so on and so forth. So, I guess, because again, truth be told, this whole thing isn't going to be necessarily wrestling. Wrestling is just where we both come together. I'm still working out the kinks of how I want this whole thing set up, but I do thank y'all for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, so, you know.
Please do.
Try and get people out there. I want to make this
We're poor. Just help us out.
Very, very poor. So I want to make this a weekly thing.
Show them your breakfast cereal up there. Just so they know. Just so they know. This is not bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. This is his for real breakfast cereal. Do y'all see this shit? It says crisp rice. It ain't Rice Krispies. That shit says crisp rice. We are poor.
So please understand that for every like and subscribe as well as a view, you will lessen the chance of me having to eat a bowl of crisp rice.
Think about it this way. You know those damn infomercials when they're like 20 cents a day can feed this child? One subscribe.
The angel
can feed this poor African man. All you have to do is like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell us how we did. If you want to see more of these videos, we're going to be posting them anyway, so if you didn't like it, whatever. But if you did, please, let us know. If there's anything we can improve on, let us know.
If you just want to hear more dirty stories about Katie Vick.
Get the hell out of here.
And Undertaker. And Kane.
Get the hell out of here, Jonte.
I got a question.
No.
You think it was around the time of the corporate ministry? Did Vince get in on that?
On that note. Thank you guys for watching.
Appreciate you. See you next time.
Peace.